If you want to look luxurious, you've come to the right place. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cindy Marlella Weeks. If you don't know who I am, thank you for tuning in. If you do know who I am, thank you for coming back. On this channel, we do beauty, business, and lifestyle videos, all luxuriously, of course. Today's video is a beauty video. We are continuing the series on how to look luxurious. Today's topics will be hair goals, all about this hair, this blonde that we are doing for 2021. But before we get into the video, two things I need you to do. Number one, hit the red subscription down below, subscribe to the channel, join the family, and number two, follow me right here on Instagram. Insta always sees it first, so make sure to check me out on that platform as well. So yes, 2021, I am a blonde officially. I just feel like blonde hair is the move for me for this year. I might switch it up, I might not, but as of right now, blonde is my goal for all 2021. All different shades, all different styles. I did a soft launch on Instagram, that's why it's important to follow me on there because they really do see it first, and everybody wanted to know about this hair that I have in, what's my plans for the year with going blonde and just staying blonde and etc, etc. So I decided to do this video on how to look luxurious with your hair goals, all about the hair and how to switch it up for the new year. So I have a few tips for you. Of course, I have my notes right here, so we will be going off of that, but this is just how to look luxurious with your hairstyle, cuts, colors, etc, all of that. So just to preface, this is the hair that I have on. This is a wig. I got this off of AliExpress. I will have the link down below. It was like a dirty blonde when I got it. It already came pre-plucked and it already came with the roots done. I did decide to tone this. I toned this with the Wella color charm. This is in the T11 and I absolutely love how the color came out. I wanted it like an icy beige blonde, but it's still warm. I'm very yellow, so like a stark yellow blonde, like a 613 would not look right on me, so I decided to go on the icier side, but I like it a lot. And for my personal hair goals, I do think that I'm going to be blonde all year. I'm very excited. I already purchased a couple of blonde wigs. They're in my house and I've already like pre-dyed them and stuff. So for the spring, I'll probably go a little bit more of a warmer blonde, and then the summertime, I'll probably get like blonde braids or some type of like blonde protective style. And in the wintertime, we might go like really icy. But yes, I have, if you haven't seen my video already, I have experimented with my hair my entire life. I love doing hair. I love the creativity of it and changing the cut, the color, the style. And I'll have that video linked down below. You can check that out about my whole hair history. But personally, right now, I am just a blonde. I think blondes have more fun, and I'm very excited for this journey for 2021. But I want to help you with your hair transformation journey. So I'm going to get into the notes now. That was just a preface on what I'm doing because I got questions, so I wanted to answer that before we got into this. My first tip is understanding the importance of external confidence. Now, what is that? It is just hair. It is literally just hair. Stop being scared to switch up your hair. I have so many people that tell me, oh my God, it looks so good on you, but it never looked good on me. Yes, it would. You just have to find your style, your cut, and your color. That is it. Having external confidence is so important because you can always change it. If you don't like the hair, you can get a new style of hair. If you don't like the color, you can change it. If you don't like the cut, throw some weave in there. It is really that simple. People make hair so much more deep than what it has to be, but change it up. If you feel like your look is bland, if you feel like your aesthetic is boring, change up your hair. This is literally the easiest way and most cost-effective way to change something up. It is so easy and simple. So let's talk about the cut, the color, and the style. So let's talk about cut first. That is like the length of it. Some people look really good with bobs. Some people look really good with long hair. Personally, me, I think I look the best with longer hair. I do think that if you do have a slimmer face, a bob will look really good on you. I have very high cheekbones and my face can get chunky, so bobs don't always look the best on me. But if you want a bob and you have a more rounder face, find the bob for you. Test it out. It might have to be longer, it might have to be shorter, but those are the things that you're going to have to test out. Also, if you feel like your hair is super flat, add layers to your hair. Layers is the best way to add some pizzazz and some volume to your hair and not make your face and your hair and your head look so flat. It honestly adds life to the hair. It just brings so much volume and just so much like flow to it. And it's a great way to switch it up as well, and you don't have to do something so drastic. Next is color. Stop being afraid of color. If you don't want to damage your hair, get a wig. That's what I do all the time. I just color wigs because then I'm not damaging my hair. But color can change it up. Black, if you're going to go black, you need to commit to it because it's really hard to get out. If you're going to go red, you want to make sure that you're going to also commit to that and the frequency of it because red bleeds the most out of all dye pigments. Red hair is going to be a lot of high maintenance maintenance, and so is blonde. If you're doing blonde on your natural hair, best believe that you're gonna have to touch up those roots more frequently, and also making sure that you're keeping up with the toning of blonde as well, because it can turn brassy or it can turn green, or there's a lot of complications that can happen with blonde. Just get yourself a wig, it's just easier. Make sure you switch up your color. If you've had the same hair color for 30 years, it's boring now. I'm sorry, let them be mad at me, not you, but it's boring. Switch it up, try something different. You might have had red hair for 20 years, but you might be a natural blonde and it looks a lot better on you and complements you better than the red you've been doing. And if you don't like the dye, you can always switch it to something else. You could always slap on a wig. You could always change your hair. It is just hair. Once again, it is just hair. Say it with me. It's not that deep. Number 3, the style of your hair. I currently have my hair straight, but I like to curl my hair. I like to wave my hair, get a crimper, get a curler. You can curl with a straight iron. That's going to look a lot different from a straightener than an actual barrel curler. Get you a Dyson. A Dyson is a really great styling tool, but change up your style. If your hair is looking flat, get those layers and throw some curls in your head. I promise you, you'll look like a totally different person. If you have always had really curly hair, invest in a straightener. Maybe not even on your natural hair, but get a wig and straighten that. Change up the style. Not only will the color and the cut help, but the style will definitely give a different look. And just switching up the style, honestly, it will make it look like a different hairstyle, but you don't have to spend money because it's just the same wig, it's just the same hair, but you changed it up a little bit. So that's also a really good tip, is to change up your style. And then there's also protective styles. So you have braids, you have faux locks, you have crochets, you have wigs, you have weaves, you have just micro links. There's so many eye tips. There's so many different types of protective styles that you can do in your hair. It is insane. I love protective styles. They grow my hair all the way out. They keep my hair healthy. As long as you know what you're doing, especially when it comes to wigs mostly, you know what products works best for your hair. You know what products aren't ripping your edges out, making sure that your braids aren't too tight around your edges. If you're not comfortable with doing your own hair, I totally recommend getting a hairstylist, somebody that is not only licensed and professionally trained, but they know what type of hair type you have and how to work with it for your benefit. With that being stated, I personally do my own hair. I have been to hairstylists before. There's 2 hairstylists that I trust. However, for the most part, I am comfortable with cutting, coloring, styling my own hair. But if you are not, invest in a good stylist. Put that in your budget. Spend money on yourself. It is important to spend money on yourself. We spend it for everyone else and everything else but ourselves. The hair is so important to your aesthetic. It is so important to your transformation and glow up. And it's so important to your day-to-day lifestyle. Like when you get up in the morning, take 20 minutes to do your hair. I promise you it will change your whole entire look. Stop putting your hair back in them sleek buns, putting all that tension on your head. Throw on some weave, throw on a wig, wear your natural hair, whatever you like to do, but do it, okay? It is just hair. Take time for yourself to really glow it up, okay? Make it look special, make it look nice. Make it look like you just came out of the salon. Even though you just did it, nobody has to know. And lastly, do what works for you. Do what you like. Like if people don't like your hair, so what? They're probably hating anyways. So number 1, either they can't rock the style that you decided to be bold and try, and they're putting that anger and that negativity out on you. And if people are hating on you, are constantly saying, oh, you shouldn't go that color, or that's too bold, or you shouldn't do that style, or why'd you cut your hair? It's usually their own insecurities being projected out on you. So I would look at that person in your circle, number 1. And number 2, don't let it get to you. Do what works for you. If braids works for you, get braids. If you know that you're maybe a mom with 5 kids and that's all you can do in the morning is do your edges with your braids, get the braids. Do whatever makes your life easier. If you like changing up your color, get a wig. Stop dyeing, bleaching, processing your hair, your natural hair. If you get scissor happies, I also suggest get some extensions, get some clip-ins, get a wig. Stop cutting your natural hair all the time. Like just put it on a wig, throw it on, and then you don't have to keep cutting your hair all the time and you want it long and when you want it short. Just get some extensions. It's a lot easier, trust me. But do what works for you. Stop letting people influence your decisions on yourself, okay? It is important to do what you like, what looks best on you, and what you're feeling, whether it be that week, that day, or that year. Do what's best for you, especially your hair. So that is it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up for more luxurious content. Also, subscribe down below. You made it to the end, you might as well. What are you doing? And comment down below what you would like to see next. That is it for this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!